Minutes, sponsored by Sinclair Heating and Cooling for 24/7 comfort on call.
You know, you're a big shot, when you have your own little intro.
Please. Hey, today we're talking about air pollution, okay? According to the World Health Organization, 6.5 million deaths occur each year because of air pollution. In fact, I just saw in headlines today that in India right now they're having a major air pollution issue. Schools are closed, the whole thing there.
Lung issues. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the interesting thing. Air pollution can be a mix of both man-made and natural sources.
Mother Nature.
Yep, I thought, well, let's take a look at some of those. So first of all, the human-made, we have ground-level ozone when you have heat, humidity, automobile exhaust making ozone where it doesn't belong. All sorts of noxious gases and volatile organic compounds, many of which are from burning fossil fuels, and particulate matter, which is little pieces of stuff that is small enough to not only go in your lungs, but then enter your bloodstream. And then natural sources, smoke from wildfires. We had that over the summer here, ash and gases from volcanoes, methane from decomposing organic matter. So there's a lot of stuff, okay? Now this is where it gets very interesting because NASA and NOAA have this jet. Commercial aircraft jets fly around 5 to 7 miles high. This thing can go 12 miles up, okay? So way up there into the stratosphere. What they did is they outfitted the nose with some very sensitive equipment to take a look to see if there's any pollution that high up in the atmosphere, okay? And they did indeed find some, but not what you would expect. Burned up space junk is polluting Earth's upper atmosphere. So take a look at this, Jeff. About 10% of the particles they found up there were either lithium, aluminum, copper, lead, silver, iron, magnesium, titanium, beryllium, chromium, nickel, zinc, and other rare man-made metals. And the particles were bigger and more concentrated than if they had come from a natural source like space dust. Meteorites burn up in the atmosphere. So it's definitely coming from space junk as it burns up, okay?
And what is space junk?
Last count, I believe there were 8,000 satellites in orbit around the Earth, and they have a limited lifetime up there, plus second stage rockets, the second stage.
That's true.
That
makes
just a lot
sense.
of stuff.
There we go.
The good news, though, is there's no direct health or environmental impacts at ground level, at least not yet. That's good. But there's another problem, okay? We're changing the stratosphere, and we don't know what will happen because of it. So that's a little worrisome, okay? Here are some of the concerns there. And first and foremost, the ozone layer, which protects us from ultraviolet radiation, is up in the stratosphere, okay? So it could be further damaged by some of these substances. There also could be unforeseen consequences for our climate because some of those particles actually can reflect sunshine back into space, which would limit the amount of heating, which might be a good thing, but conversely, some of them might help to trap some of the heat in, helping to warm the planet even more. And the other thing is, it looks like they probably stay up there indefinitely, years, decades, maybe longer, and then they'll have a cumulative effect, right?
That's interesting.
Okay, now take a look at this. There are several hundred major satellite and upper stage reentry events every year, each one of which deposits up to several tons of mass compared to the microgram quantities from each individual meteorite. So I'm just saying, it's something else we have to lose sleep over.
That plane's going to be back up there.
I think so.
Thank you, Brad.